Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we're doing a project using the Stamp of the Month Club Kit for August 2019 from Spellbinders and Fun Stampers Journey. This month's kit is so cute. There's 8 images and then there's 4 sentiments. I'm showing you the images and the sentiments for a few. In fact, the ones that I'm first showing you I die cut out with the coordinating dies that are available. Now they're not included with the Stamp of the Month Club Kit, but they are available in case you want to invest in getting the dies that coordinate. So there's 6-piece dies here that coordinate, and I'll link them down below if you guys just want to check it out. But this month's kit is called Bookworm, and it is so cute. I have a couple of bookworms myself. I love to read. In fact, I would rather read a good book than watch TV. And I'm afraid, well, for me that's a good habit, but my daughter is a complete bookworm. She just loves to read. So today's project is going to be for her. Now with the images that I didn't die cut out, I'm going to stamp them because I did want to show you what they look like. If you click on the link down below, it'll take you to the Spellbinder shop, and you can see the Fun Stampers Journey stamp set all stamped out. In fact, there's some fantastic projects too, if you wanted to check out what this stamp set can do. Okay, for today's card, I chose the sentiment that says, "A book is a dream that you can hold in your hand," and I think that's just lovely. But a lot of fun book images in here. Today I'm going to be stamping 2 images, well actually a few images, but I want to create a background with that stack of books there. I'm going to layer them together to create a background that will fill in the entire width of my card. So we'll ink that image up with Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm stamping on Nina 80-pound cardstock. I'm going to stamp towards the middle of the page. This way I can just fussy cut out the top portion, and then the bottom portion is where I can add the rest of my images. Just to help me as a guide, I'm bringing in a piece of Post-it tape, and I'm kind of just masking off the bottom area. I'm going to remove this, but I wanted to create a stamp line that's semi-straight. And so this is going to help me, because I know if I hit that Post-it tape, I know it's in the wrong spot. So I think I did pretty good, and I love the lined books that you can create with this one little stamp. I'll just remove my mask, and then I'm going to zoom in, and then I'll do a little bit of coloring with my Copic markers. Coloring is super easy. Basically for each of the books I'm only using 2 colors, but I'll play a little music for you, and when I'm done I will get you back. Okay, coloring is all done. Now what I'm going to do is take my scissors and I'm going to basically cut my paper in half, and then using the books as a guide, I'm going to fussy cut around them, leaving a little bit of a white border. So I have half of a panel with books on the very top, Once this is done, I have a little orange alcohol marker dot right in the center of my paper. Actually, it's pretty perfectly centered, and I don't know how I did that or what happened, but we're going to cover that with some more images. So we're going to stamp the book here. These are two books that have the little teacup right on top. We'll stamp that along with the bookmark here. And then I colored them in just off screen. I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. Again, this one says, "A book is a dream that you can hold in your hand," and I think that's so cute. I die cut out both my images and my sentiment with the coordinating dies. And then I didn't like the color of my bookmark, so I'm going to go over the center part of it with my pink marker. When I did this, it turned the color into an orangey color, and I like that better because it kind of went a little bit more with the books in my background. Okay, I trimmed down my bookmark panel. I trimmed it down to 4 inches by 4 inches. I'm not sure how tall it is. It's about half of the length of my A2 size card base. I'm also going to bring in a piece of pale gray cardstock. This is where I'm going to mat my background on. To add a little bit of dimension, I'm going to use some foam tape. So we'll cover the entire back of our bookmark panel, and then this is going to go on the lower portion of our gray cardstock. I ended up trimming my bookmark panel down a little bit more, and then my gray panel is 4 inches by 5 1/4. So my bookmark panel is slightly smaller, so I have a gray border all around it. Now, just to add a little added detail, I'm going to create some shadows with my C1 Copic marker. I'm just adding some diagonal lines right below the books. This is very subtle, but I think it just creates a little bit more depth on my panel. I'm going to blend it out with my blender pen. Once this is done, we're going to flip over our images and our sentiment, and we're going to pop them up with some foam tape. I'm just going to arrange them a little bit towards the right, and then we'll go ahead and add our sentiment here, covering up that orange dot. That wouldn't fade, not even with my blender pen. And I think that looks so cute. I think we're missing just something in that bottom corner. So in the stamp set, there is a little bookworm, and I think he's so cute. So I'm going to stamp him and then color him in with some green markers. And then this little guy doesn't have a coordinating die, but I'm going to fussy cut him out. And then, which is pretty easy to do. I did leave a little bit of a white border. So cute. Okay, if you didn't want to fussy cut him out, you could just stamp him on your panel. I think that would work out great. But I am going to pop him up for a little added dimension with some dimensional squares. And then he's going to go right below the sentiment and right next to the bookmark. And I think that green just made everything nice and balanced. And sorry about my phone. Okay, we're getting ready to start the school year, so I have lots to do still as far as getting school supplies and finishing up our shopping. But anyway, I'm taking this panel, I'm going to adhere this to an A2 size card base, which is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch top folding card base. And then we're going to add some bells and whistles. We're just going to add a little bit. I am going to bring in some glitter drops in my favorite ones. They're White Blizzard. It's iridescent, and I'm going to go over the tail of the bookmark, the string of the bookmark. I did go over my entire little bookworm, so he's nice and sparkly, and then just a few of the books, mostly the yellow ones. And then on the purple books and a few of the pink books, I'm going to use my Journey Glaze, which is a clear lacquer glaze. It'll dry clear and dimensional. I'm going to go over a few of those books, and I did go over the inside of my teacup there, just to add a little bit of something. And then I'm going to bring in a few sequins. The sequins that I'm using are called Journey Sequins, and the color is Blue Skies. This is such a pretty sequin mix, and I chose the teal colored sequins, and I'm just going to add a few here and there on my card base. And then last but not least, I am going to use my white gel pen and just highlight the books that I didn't add glitter to or didn't add my journey glaze to. I'm going to highlight them with a few little dots with my white gel pen and a few little lines too. And then that finishes off my card for today, guys. The Spellbinders Fun Stampers Journey Stamp of the Month Club Kit is so great. It comes every month to your door and it's at a great price. So if you want to check it out, the links are down below, guys. Thanks so much for joining me. I wish you a fantastic day and we will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.